What's up, YouTube fam? We're going to be talking about a new movie that'll be releasing April 3rd, and that is Netflix original movie, Coffee and Kareem. And I gotta tell you, for everything that's happening right now in the world, as far as with the COVID-19 pandemic and isolation and quarantine, this is a really funny movie that I really think that people are going to enjoy so much because it's just within the time of need. Because this movie is absolutely crazy, and I absolutely love it. But this movie is about a Detroit Metro officer, James Coffey, who's played by Ed Helms, which I'll talk about in a second. And he's just starting, well, I ain't gonna say he's just starting, but he's just in the midst of a relationship with Vanessa Manning, who's played by Taraji P. Henson. And while everything is all good, they're sneaking around, having fun while they're both, during their downtime or skipping work and stuff like that, or in between breaks and stuff like that. All that's all fun and good. But, Vanessa makes it very clear to James Coffey, and we're just going to call him Coffey for title purposes, that look, if you want to be serious with me, you have to know that I'm a package deal, and I'm a package deal with my 12-year-old son Kareem. And it kind of gets him startled at first, like, oh wow, the responsibility, but nonetheless he's like, look, I'm gonna do my best to try to make this work, try to build a relationship with him. But Kareem has other plans, because this 12-year-old, what do you want to call him, bandit, is like, look, nobody's hooking up with my mom. So he's going to come up with a plan that's going to ultimately scare Coffey away for good. But the plan doesn't quite go as planned, as he tries to hire an ex-con to kind of scare him, but ultimately uncovering a secret little system that's going on that's pretty much put him and his whole family in jeopardy, which ultimately puts Coffey and Kareem, the unlikely duo, as friends now, as they have to do all these. They're going around Detroit in this little crazy comedic adventure, more like like the buddy cop, except it's not. So it's like the ride-along cop dynamic, all around Detroit to try to save their family. So with that being said, this movie is crazy. I can't emphasize enough. First of all, Kareem, 12 going on 21, because last time I checked, when I was 12, there was no way I was able to talk like this. And this, maybe it's the new norm, I don't know. But if I had been cursing the way that this little boy was cursing this movie, I would not be available right now to be doing this review. But nonetheless, it is absolutely just fantastic work that's going on in this movie. So, director Michael Dowse, who's done movies such as Stuber and Goon, and then you kind of add that, you add that dynamic with Ed Helms, who's done, films like The Hangover and The Show like The Office, and when you just look at that on paper, you automatically know, okay, this is going to get crazy. It is it was almost inevitable for this movie to be exactly what you think it was going to be. And then you add, the dynamic of Taraji P. Henson, who is one of the best actors in the business, period, who brings this other really comedic tone to the movie, which is just fantastic. David Allen Grier is in the movie, who's also amazing. Betty Gilpin is absolutely nuts in this movie as well. And then I just have to end it with Terrence Little Gardenhigh, who plays Kareem. This little kid, who's actually is 12 years old, is at times, like I said, maybe you forget that he's 12, both in the film and in real life, because he hangs with the big boys in it. And he's if you seen that movie Good Boys not too long ago, he could have just been the fourth kid in that film, based on the tone of that movie, but how his role in this movie. They ultimately could just be in the same universe, to be quite honest. And there is actually a character there is an actor who played in both of those films actually in this as well too. But I gotta say, I had so much fun laughing at this, because it was just nuts. I really can't emphasize enough. It's tons of laugh. It is extremely vulgar, but nonetheless, there's good jokes, there's good action. There's just a lot of little things that just makes you laugh. And again, I can't emphasize, really, in the time of need, I think that, April 3rd, this is going to be a treat to people, as I had a lot of fun with it. Other than that, I mean, I think it's about an hour and 30 minutes, so it's really well paced. It's fun. Like again, it's an adventure all over Detroit. It's got that ride along feel, with the cop and the little kid. At times, it actually feels like a buddy cop film, nonetheless, because the little boy is not such a little boy in the film. But you will enjoy this one for real. I think it all meshed together perfectly just for a really entertaining film. That's going to be releasing on Netflix soon. But anyway, after you see it, after you stream it, obviously, come back and let me know what you think in the comments. And, until the next review, because we got some more stuff coming. So stay tuned.
Big gold bell.